Greetings, beloved beings, fellow travelers on this planet, and guests from other realms. My name is Izobel Freeman, and I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective for the week of October 15th through the 21st, 2017. Hope you all were able to stay heart-centered through last week's astrological obstacle course. The energy was very intense, and I hope the more supportive aspects during the later part of the week gave you a chance to recharge. I, for one, had a wonderful Divine Feminine Friday the 13th, and I hope you did too. Before I get started with this week's reading, as I've said in previous readings, I'm doing my best to give you all a basic astrological forecast in addition to reading cards, because we often get messages regarding the week's energetic climate, and the cards themselves also have so many astrological correspondences. I want you all to have context for these, so here we go. Today we have two major aspects, and they're both oppositions. The first is Mercury opposite Uranus, which means that the planet of the mind, of communication, and of technology is having a tug of war with the planet of revolution, self-expression, and idealism. If you find yourself getting easily distracted or confused today, there's a reason. Uranus is often described as a higher version of Mercury's energy, and Uranus is never content to just let us think about day-to-day quotidian matters. Uranus wants the best, most expansive, most futuristic version of everything. So if you catch yourself daydreaming about jetpacks, time travel, or castles on the moon instead of getting your work done, don't be too surprised. It's not a great day to focus on Mercurian details. Uranus prefers the big picture. You might want to hold off making any long-term plans, writing correspondence, or negotiating business deals until this opposition relaxes. Your chances of getting misunderstood or overlooking some detail of consequence are higher today, and it's a much better time to visualize, to invent, and to appreciate instead of implementing. Anything whimsical, imaginative, or just plain fun is favored today. Try not to take yourself or anyone else too seriously. Technical glitches, travel delays, or misplaced items might just be more signs of Mercury's overloaded processor, so be easy about things. A little patience will go a long way, because we've got a second opposition today between Mars and Chiron. Those of you who have been with me for a few readings know that Chiron is an icy minor planet that orbits the Sun between Saturn and Uranus. Chiron in astrology tends to symbolize our deepest pain and what we need to do in order to heal that pain in this lifetime. Mars is the planet of ambition, aggression, and our will to power. Mars wants to take action and Chiron wants to heal, so you may feel inspired to detox, start a new exercise regime, or to clear your life of negative influences at this time. These are all great things to do with this opposition energy. Just be aware that Mars's feistiness might make you cranky, and Chiron's influence could mean that you're extra sensitive today. So try not to blame others, pick fights, or play the victim while rearranging your life. The goal is empowerment, not blame or victimhood. You can move forward without invalidating where you've been or who you've been with, so stay extra heart-centered during both of today's oppositions. Tomorrow, the 16th, the Sun will form a harmonious sextile relationship with Saturn. The Sun rules our sense of self-worth and personal identity, and Saturn is the planet of rules, structure, and discipline. So tomorrow is a great day to do all that focused work we were putting off today due to that Mercury-Uranus opposition. When the Sun and Saturn team up, your determination and leadership qualities can really shine. So you might find others asking you for help or advice, and it's a great day to go the extra mile at work or on anything that's important to you. Any effort put in today will either get noticed by the right people or serve in some other way to benefit you in the long run. On Tuesday the 17th, Mercury leaves the sign of Virgo and joins Big Daddy Jupiter in the deep and transformative sign of Scorpio. This means the next 3 weeks while Mercury's in Scorpio are going to help lift some of the confusion and indecisiveness you may have been feeling in these last few days of Mercury in Libra. Mercury in Scorpio increases our depth of thought and our ability to focus. So use this time to zero in on what is truly important to you and really make the most of this profound and powerful transit. Anything you want to understand is in your power to learn at this time, and your intuition will be enhanced, especially with Jupiter around. In fact, on Wednesday the 18th, Mercury catches up with Jupiter to form a conjunction. Jupiter is the great magnifier among the planets, and his joyful, expansive energy gives strength to anything it touches. When mind-based Mercury and this planetary powerhouse team up, it's a great day to start studying any topic that inspires you or to begin any project that requires sustained thought or invention. Your ideas and your words will both be blessed at this time. So any social or business venture that requires charisma and charm is favored that day. You can wow them in the boardroom or spend the day catching up with friends and family. It's all good in the eyes of jovial Jupiter, so have fun whether you're on or off the clock. On Thursday the 19th, it's the new moon in Libra, opposite Uranus. Remember that big Jupiter-Uranus opposition I've been harping on for the last few readings? Well, that opposition point is getting activated again, so it's time to make some serious wishes, folks. The Sun's about to leave Libra to join Jupiter and Mercury in Scorpio next week, so this new moon is our chance to wish for balance in our relationships and for a true win-win between ourselves and others. Revolutionary Uranus is our wild card for this new moon. He's still in Aries, opposing the new moon's position, so we've got that 0-point source energy in the palm of our hands. What will we do with it? It's up to us. Can we find a way to reconcile the us versus them mentality that has caused so much pain in our collective experience lately? New moons are all about new beginnings, and I believe that if enough of us open our hearts in the spirit of compassion and petition God, Goddess, Source to inspire us, we may be able to come up with some visionary solution that no one has ever seen before. So those of you who have the time, the inclination, and the energy, please join me in prayer, meditation, or contemplation on Thursday. Imagine a world you'd love to live in. Imagine a world where everyone is free to be themselves and to have joy. Take a mental and emotional vacation in that world, if only for a few minutes. Cast your spiritual vote for peace, love, and mutual appreciation. If enough of us do this, maybe we can tip the scales of Libra in the direction of that better world. I believe we are that powerful, so I'm definitely taking some time out on Thursday to make some wishes and do some serious heart-based visualizing. After that, I'm taking a much-needed rest, and I think you all should too, because the weekend is looking relatively astrologically quiet, and after the last few weeks, we all definitely need a breather. So do something fun, or do nothing at all, friends. It's time for some well-deserved R&R. Okay, this week is looking much more astrologically supportive, even with today's oppositions. So I'm excited to hear what messages our friends in spirit have for us. Let's get to the cards, shall we? As I do in all my readings, I'm going to begin by lighting my little candle for my beautiful spirit kitty Pinky, who was in physical with me until 2015 and was and still is my greatest spiritual teacher. Okay, lots going on, and it seems like a lighter week astrologically than the last few weeks, and I'm glad about that. We all need a break. So yeah, as I've done in my previous readings, I'm gonna begin by flipping this beautiful angel tarot deck over to see what we have for our overall energy. Wow, the star is back from 2 weeks ago, remember? She was up in higher mind and now she's overall energy. This is amazing. So beautiful. The star, Archangel Jophiel, happy times, make positive, optimistic long-term plans. You are on the right path. 17 numerologically reduces to an 8, and 8 is that 8-pointed star of ultimate fortune in all directions. You can see this star sort of looks like that compass rose symbol, and that means we have fortune coming from every direction, north, south, east, west, and on the diagonals. Complete mastery of everything. This is just the lucky star. It really, really is. And this reminds me of, you may have heard me mention this before, this little known aspect of this new moon in Libra, which is very, very exciting. The lucky star Spica hangs out at about the same point in the sky as the new moon, a few degrees away, but close enough to exert some influence. And Spica is one of the many fixed stars in astrology, and if I get into talking about too many of them, it will get very confusing very quickly. But for me, Spica holds some very fun, wonderful, personal, good luck energy, and also the star card itself holds some very wonderful personal meaning for me. I personally am an Aquarius. You can see how much Aquarian energy this card has with this water bearer angel dumping water both into some sort of lake or body of water and onto the land. And you can see here the water dumping onto the land splits into 5 streams, which symbolizes that 5 number that I've talked about before, 5 being sort of the number of humanity and also of our senses. You can see 5 streams, 5 senses, physical mastery of the physical world, 5 fingers on each hand, 5 appendages. We have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head. And so 5 is a very human number. So mastery of human matters, mastery of the physical world, and also mastery of the unseen. You can see this unseen body of water that she's dumping the other stream into, which is our subconscious, our emotional, our spiritual realm. This card is pretty much just the lucky card in tarot. It is incredibly fortunate, and I'm very, very excited to have it show up. This also, being so Aquarian in nature, points to that Uranus wild card that we're getting for this new moon in Libra. This wonderful 0-point source energy. It reminds me of the Fool or the Dreamer card from this deck, the 0 card, where we have sort of, we could wish for anything. We could wish for anything this new moon in Libra, and very exciting overall energy to have. It's encouraging us and to let us know that we are on the right path. Good for us. I'm excited. That makes this reading even more of a relief after some of the last heavy readings that we've been having. I'm going to begin shuffling for what I like to call my quick cross spread. This is a spread of cards that I came up with intuitively on my own for my own use and my own purposes, but I will be sharing this spread with all of you for my general readings. This way of shuffling allows cards to just kind of pop out of their own accord, like this one is doing. And the first position that I'm laying down here is for the recent past into present of the collective. And I'm going to be moving across in a horizontal, and the next position will be the present into near future. Very, very exciting. If it sounds like I have a little bit of a frog in my throat, it's because I had a tiny cold earlier in the week, and I am on the tail end of that. I'm feeling much better. Ready and raring to do this reading. Oh, here we go. Present into near future. Now we're going to be moving into the vertical of the quick cross. The position up top is for mind or higher mind of the collective. That's where the star was hanging out. Let's see what we've got there now. As I am shuffling, I am also inviting in all of my wonderful, benevolent, non-physical friends. Any loved ones who have passed on, any animal friends. Oh, this card just wants to float off the top, so I'm going to let it. Any spirit guides, any angels, any beautiful and benevolent, light-based, caring entities who are interested in our process as a human family and as a collective here on planet Earth. Next position is the heart of the collective. Such good stuff going on. Very exciting. I hope some of you really enjoyed Lucky Divine Feminine Day and that Venus into Libra energy that we're all enjoying now. It's a heart card. Hopefully that loving background. Great to be talking about her as we place the heart card. Super supportive energy. Oh. 2, wait, no, 3. Wow. Really? Okay. I guess 3 cards want to fall off the bottom. I'm going to have to lay them out in a different way so as we don't get horrible glare off of these lower cards. Sometimes we get a lot. This position is for the body subconscious wisdom position of the collective. Sometimes we do get greedy and get multiple cards for one position. Very seldom get 3 at once, but hey, it wanted to happen. Next position is for what can help us on our journey, whether that be physical, spiritual, mental, or emotional aid. This last position is what some people like to call the outcome. I like to call it the most probable direction we're going to be moving energetically based on what's happened here in the recent past into present and where the collective is hanging out. And we'll see maybe where we're probably going to go. I never like to say that anyone can predict the future because we are all creating our future from moment to moment through law of attraction, and we all have control over where that goes. So let's see what's going on in recent past into present. Page of Earth. Scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Well, definitely lots of that Mercury energy. This definitely feels like what's going on that Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Scorpio day midweek. Pages are heralds. This is a court card, so therefore could represent a real person coming into your life or who has come into your life at present. Someone who is possibly an air sign, possibly an earth sign, like a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn. Yeah, pages bring good news. And this page definitely is bringing good news about financial matter. This is very, very welcome news. Quite possibly some of you are going to have really, good energy for making new business ventures, things that you've been thinking about doing for a while. And now maybe with that Mercury going into Scorpio, maybe you're ready to get down and deep and actually pursue those things. And Mercury in Libra was about figuring out how you relate to others. Mercury in Scorpio is definitely all about where you're going, what you're doing, and plumbing the depths of what's really important to you. And this wanting to do something more challenging. This definitely feels like a Mercury in Scorpio energy. And being conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of great good fortune and a great magnifier of all things good in the world. And so when you think about finances, you getting good news about that. That feels like that Mercury conjunct Jupiter energy as well. Taking up that new energy, new area of study. Scorpio is a very good sign for planets to be transiting when you want to really know something. Scorpio is a deep thinking sign. It really likes to understand and know the deep depths. Its ruling planet is Pluto, that master of the depth, the deep subconscious, the unknown information, the secret knowledge. Very Plutonian energy. So this is great. This is a great place to be starting. Some of you are really taking some of the hard stuff, like from all those Pluto aspects, speaking of Pluto, that came up last week. Some of you have really taken what got dredged up from the depths and are now using it to transform yourself alchemically into something that is really going to be successful in a real earthly, visceral, monetary way. Very awesome. Okay, into near future. Knight of Fire. Wow, back from last time where he started us out. Yeah. Back from this position. Again, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Yes, another court card, possibly a fire sign coming into your life, or who has already come into your life from the last position and is now ready to help you take that fiery action. Again, these are this again feels like that Sun conjunct Mercury with Jupiter energy. Very alchemical fire. Fire cards are all about passion. And whereas earth cards are all about real action-oriented 3D results, and very like survival-based, body-based, just real stuff. Very practical earth cards. Knight of Fire here is passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. Definitely has that fiery energy. Alchemical fire, passion for transformation. And this is one of those things where, remember, when he was in this position, he was paired with that Three of Air, where it was events on the world stage making you take notice and making you think about what's really important and issues that need to be really solved for us to be able to move forward. You can see he's a very forward-moving, forward-thinking figure. Knights, you think about a knight, that the knight comes in to rescue. The knight comes in to move a cause forward. Pages are heralds, pages are messengers, but knights are actors. They take action. This also feels kind of like that Mars Chiron thing where Mars is going to want to take action and Chiron makes you want to spend immediate attention on the things that are bothering you. And that you need to think things through carefully. Remember, if you're going to clean out stuff from your life like this knight wants to do, if you're going to perform that alchemical house cleaning that Mars Chiron opposition today wants you to do, you need to think things through carefully, not victimize yourself or others, not demonize yourself or others, but it's very interesting, this urgency. That's what it feels like, this Mars needing to move forward now, but Chiron needing you to think things through carefully. So make sure you're not doing anything knee-jerk or out of just unexamined pain. The pain needs to be examined so you can move forward quickly. Great. This is wonderful. All right. Mind or higher mind of the collective. Three of Air. All right. Many of us are still processing that grief, that transformation that we've had going on. Remember from last time we got those two cards, and this deserved to be here on the board, and it's still on our minds. Still thinking and processing through. Again, Three of Air, an air card is a mind card, so it makes sense for it to be hanging out here in the mind. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself or others. Yeah. That being able to, this feels like, again, the new moon energy is going to bring about this amazing opportunity for us to forgive ourselves and others, to re-examine how we relate, us versus them, how we relate as a collective. This Three of Air, it looks like a really downer card, and it is. It's a sensitive, caring, compassionate card that allows us to see value in the pain that we're exploring. Again, that Mars Chiron opposition is going to bring up some stuff for some of you, and the recent events on the world stage and the recent events in your own life, for many of you, has brought this up, and it's still heavy on your mind, and that's totally valid. The 3 numerically is this secret of this card. 3 is this wonderful number of divine creation. It's a balancing between divine feminine and divine masculine energies, seemingly competing energies. This is why it feels so much like this new moon in Libra. The new moon, sun and moon conjunct in Libra against Uranus in Aries. And so Uranus being a heavy planet in Aquarius, it's a ruler of Aquarius, it's a ruler of air signs. And so it's about revolutions of the mind. And when you have an opposition like that, it looks like it's a push-pull and it's a tug of war and no one can win. But somehow, some way, if you collapse the duality of that, you get that 3. You have 1, me, 2, the other. And can we come together to make a beautiful new creation, some new way of looking at the world? And this is often born out of this great sadness, often born out of great times of trial. And that's the secret of this beautiful card, in that it has this 3 of creation, of divine creation, in a card that looks like it's all about mourning. And this is why it's so cool that we've got this new moon in Libra against Uranus in Aries, our opportunity to make a new wish, to take this forgiveness energy, to take this compassionate energy and make a new world out of it. Some of us, many of us, I believe, are going to have great flashes of inspiration on Thursday for the new moon. And hopefully you will join me in making a wish for a new type of being, a new type of way that we relate ourselves versus others in the world. And hopefully we can solve this and make a world where we don't have this kind of sadness. Let's see what the heart has to tell us, because the heart's going to play a really big part in making these wishes and focusing us. Okay, 4 of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. This always feels very much this rooted Earth sign, voice of reason. 4 is a number of foundation. 4 is a very stable number. You can imagine having 4 legs on a table or 4 posts at the corners of a house, and it feels very stable, like something, if you have a piece of furniture like at 4 legs on a chair, you can rest your weight on that thing. It feels like you can build something of worth on top of a 4. 4 is reminding us what's deeply important in life. And this being the 4 of Earth really speaks, and it says on the surface being too frivolous or too cautious with money. And what this really feels like is many of us focusing on our own very real monetary day-to-day wants, focusing on having stuff, focusing on me, mine, getting mine, and there's a place for that. But there's also a place for giving to those less fortunate, or focusing on others rather than just me. And this really talks about, this is going to sound like maybe a stretch here, but the energy that I'm getting off of this card is we are so focused on our day-to-day, doing our own things, getting our own stuff, that perhaps we haven't taken the time out to think about the things that need immediate attention in our world. The things that don't just involve us and our day-to-day things that are right in front of our face, and whether or not we have money or stuff. But this need to heal the world from the duality that we've been trapped in. This us versus them, this as long as I have my stuff, I'm not going to worry about what else is going on in the outside world. And this is why that they tack that giving to those less fortunate thing on the end. Good business decisions. You hear a lot about, unscrupulous corporations in the world causing all sorts of craziness, and you hear a lot about businesses wielding power in ways that make it so that many people in the world and world ecosystems, there's a reason this is an Earth card. This Earth card drawing our attention to the plight of the planet in general. Businesses that are thinking too much of how we can make stuff and how we can make money, and not thinking about the repercussions that happen. What happens to the rest of us when we're focused only on getting stuff and the immediate material gains that means. You can see her looking at you going, really? And the best businesses in the world really do take into account that balance between us and them. That balance between, okay, are we doing good in the world? Are we making good business decisions and being good with money and being good with physical things, but also leaving enough room to make the world a better place? And you'll find that the best, most successful businesses think about both. So this is something that's really coming up in the heart. This idea of, yes, okay, I want mine. And maybe some of you have gotten that because this is a foundational card. It is very stable. But it does point to the fact that some of us are so much wrapped up in our day-to-day financial concerns or our day-to-day stuff concerns, this being an earth card, that we're not thinking about making the world, and the planet Earth. You can feel her power coming through here, this beautiful divine feminine image here, looking at us and going, okay, you're getting your money, you're getting your stuff. Some of you are getting this good news about financial matters, and you're moving forward, but there's stuff that needs immediate attention having to do with the bigger idea of Earth cards, which is the planet Earth itself and everyone on it. And this is the great theme of this new moon, is us, them, me and mine, which is the spirit of Aries, which is not always a bad thing because Aries can help you self-actualize in a big way. And this feels very much like that Aries, Mars, Aries energy. Mars is the ruler of Aries, so this feels definitely like that. But also the balancing of, how do I get mine and have everything that I want without causing great pain in the world? Making sure that I remember the planet and everyone on it at the same time. Wow, that was a big download out of one card, and I hope some of you can parse that, because the planet is really speaking from this card. Definitely. 4 of Earth, very solid, just like the planet. You hear a lot about the 4 corners of the Earth. Mother Earth talking about, there's money and you're worried about it. And some of you are focused on it to the detriment of the bigger picture. Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll get more information on that as we go along. We got 3 cards for this bottom position, and if I bring them too low, we start to get like a lot of glare, and so you guys can't see it. So I'm going to draw the one that got put down first, and then I'll find some way of spreading them so that you can see them better. Ace of Earth. Lots of Earth. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Yeah. This, again, that Mercury Sun conjunction or Jupiter in Scorpio in there. And you've got, and the Saturn sextile that's happening tomorrow, where it's going to be a great day for business stuff. Really, really good. So those of you who are worried that this means that, I shouldn't have mine, don't worry. Don't worry. We're not condemning you having yours. The Ace of Earth is all about brand new, beautiful, world-changing business miracles that are coming your way, just like the Page of Earth is talking about. But finding some way that makes the world a better place, that's going to be the issue at hand in it's happening now. But in the near future, for many of you, as you go forward with these new ventures, how to make getting yours at the same time making the world a better place. This is really the Ace of Earth. There's no better news. I mean, the Page of Earth is bringing good news, but the Ace of Earth is definitely about that brand new beginning. Some of you are going to be making great wishes this new moon, this brand new energy, new beginnings. So cool. Why don't I do this? I'm going to put the Ace of Earth here. And I'm going to draw the second one that got laid down. The High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Wow, this Knight of Fire. Think things through carefully. Wow. And this is like the Divine Feminine message of that. This is our first major arcana on the board. The High Priestess. Number 2. 2 is all about partnership. And this is heavily moon, Divine Feminine, energetic card. You've got the new moon in Libra. Look at her balanced energy here. Wings outspread on either side, balancing. You've got all sorts of beautiful energy. I never noticed before, but she's got sort of like a serpentine aspect, artistic motif here in her hand. And then she's got this book of knowledge here. And so I always like to think of the serpent as this wonderful symbol of forbidden knowledge or spiritual knowledge, almost knowledge that maybe is hidden to us. And this is often attained through your intuition. And knowledge of the book, which is knowledge that is out there in the world that you can just learn. And it's interesting here, this Page of Earth talking about this new area of study. This is really interesting. Deep in the root level here, talking about partnership, about balance, divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together to balance. Haniel is that wonderful archangel who can awaken your higher mind, your intuition, your ability to hear spirit. And we all need that now more than ever, because so much has our attention in the world right in front of our face that many of us don't go inside enough to listen to that quiet voice of spirit, to gain mastery, to have both secret knowledge and external knowledge so that we can move forward in an inspired way. This all feels very connected to that new moon in Libra. Very balanced energy, very lunar, divine feminine, magical, powerful, very cool. And right here in the root level with the Ace of Earth. So it looks like many of us are figuring out new ventures that we're going to manifest. And I hope our new moon wishes are all about new ventures that benefit everyone. How cool is that? All right. Let's move these so that I can put the third card that got drawn. Knight of Air. Intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. Is he not saying so many similar things to the Knight of Fire? Events that occur with great speed. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Take time to carefully review your options. Think things through carefully. And you can have creative solutions. Remember what I was saying in the beginning astrology section about that new moon, about how Uranus opposition to that new moon. And Uranus, of course, the ruler of Aquarius. And the Knight of Air being a court card could be an Aquarius coming into your life, or another air sign like a Libra or a Gemini. So this could be talking to that new moon in Libra, being that air sign energy. But it could also be Uranus because it's Aquarius. Very, very interesting. Knight of Air, also another knight, another hero coming in to help. You can see here that they both have this really wonderful forward motion going on. And the Knight of Air, super like an air sign, very idealistic, very, I'm going to think bigger. It feels a little bit like, again, that Mercury-Uranus opposition that's going on today. Remember I said Uranus doesn't want quotidian things. Uranus wants the biggest, the best, the most futuristic, the most awesome solutions, creative solutions. The cool thing about these nights is they're going to move us forward whether we like it or not, and that's definitely that Uranian energy. And so you can see right here in the root level, we've got real stuff coming to us. We've got spiritual, divine, feminine intuition, which is definitely about that new moon. Things being hidden. Hidden knowledge is definitely about the moon being dark and us having that new, very quiet, womb-like place in which to create. And the Knight of Air, Uranus opposition, giving us that lightning strike, air sign, idealism, energy to make something new in a very earthly way. And Mother Earth, looking at us through our heart center, our energy, reminding us, make sure it's good for everyone. Make sure whatever this new wish you're making for the abundance that is coming to you, it is balanced, it has the energy of partnership, it has both divine feminine and divine masculine aspects. It's both about us and about you, and that it has a good effect for everyone. Wow. Amazing. Really, really amazing. So, I hope this... Fiddling with the spread now so that it doesn't look like these guys go with that. So maybe like this? I don't know. We'll see. Leave them like that for now. All right. What can help us? Balance. Wow. What did I say about the balancing energy that we all need? 14, another major arcana, Archangel Zadkiel, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. Again, new moon in Libra, talking to us about how we need to balance the needs of ourself versus the needs of others. And you can see almost, I don't know, you can see this, that he's got two chalices and he's pouring water from one chalice into another. And this so feels like that moon opposite Uranus energy. It's really amazing. Again, same thing with the star card. You have one part of the character on land, one part in the water, showing the mastery of two worlds, both the spiritual and the physical, and balancing the needs of the collective versus the needs of the individual, and how that gives you mastery, how that gives you beauty. Again, just like in the star card with her 5 streams of water, the 14 reduces to a 5, which is again that human number of 5 senses and 5 fingers and 5 toes. Very much the number of being in process. Again, with the balance card also, you can see this triangle on his belt. I hope you can see it on his belt or breastplate here. There's a triangle. And you can imagine that triangle almost being that fulcrum point that you sit a teeter-totter on, and the balancing act that can happen when you sit two opposing things on a teeter-totter and you put it on a fulcrum like that, and the balance that can be achieved. What's really wonderful about that is that 5, that human number that I've described in the past, I like to call the halfway there number. It is the number of being in the middle, being in process. And it could be looked at as the fulcrum point, the point before you tip onto one side or the other. And so that 5 could be that lovely balancing point for humanity, us versus them. And when you balance the 2, there's only us in this wonderful co-creation. So awesome. This is what they're showing us for the guides. The guides are showing us for help. Wow, beautiful. Okay, let's see what the probable direction we're moving in is. King of Fire. Wow, back again. A couple readings ago, he began the spread and has been informing spreads for a little while now. King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, 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 communicate with vision. I think he was the outcome card before too, yeah, last week. communicate with vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Wow, guys. Look, the Knight of Air says creative solutions. So you can see that we've got all sorts of court cards on the board here. We've got the Page of Earth, who is a herald. We've got a couple of knights here, and they are the heroes, the instigators of action. And we have the king, the monarch, the leader who comes forth from all of this craziness to inspire everyone and say, move forward and be a leader, but stay focused. How amazing is that? Another court card. This could be yet another fire sign coming into your life to inspire you to be motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Or this could be, all of these court cards could be real people coming into your life, or they could be aspects of you, your own energy, aspects that maybe have never come to the front before, but are being inspired by this crazy Uranian opposition and this sadness that many of us are dealing with. Great sadness often prompts great creativity. Great tragedy often prompts wonderful, new, inspiring invention, new ways of looking at things, new ways of finding out how to do the best for all concerned. Yeah, this is beautiful. Either you are becoming more like this, or someone is coming into your life who can teach you to be more like this. Excellent. Alchemical fire, super transformative, definitely powerful. Very, very powerful. Wow, everyone. So much going on in this spread. I don't even know where to begin to comment, except that I feel the power of it all. Mother Earth right here, sort of giving us some tough love in the heart, and we all know it. We all know we can't keep going on just thinking about me, myself, and what I have. We can all secretly kind of feel it, and you can see the power that's coming up from the subconscious, the power that is telling us to balance, to figure out how to balance that opposition on new moon between that Uranus in Aries, that me, myself, my stuff. And yet that's where the individual revolution comes from. Uranus in Aries is not all bad. It's where this spark, it's where this lightning strike comes from. This aha moment, it comes from individuals. Individuals make beautiful new things, and the collective benefits. And hopefully we can heal all of this. I think all of you know what's been going on in your own lives, and also have seen. It's not hard to imagine the stuff that's been going on the world stage. Not too much clarification needed there. Again, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to let this stand without clarifying it or trying to get more on this, because we know what this is, and it deserves to be here and to remind us that from this problem in the mind, great inspiration is coming. I think we've got so much clarification just from these 3 cards that came out at once in the root level. Very beautiful. I think the only card that maybe I might want to clarify is this 4 of Earth, but I don't know. She's being pretty powerful, looking at us going, okay, you care about money, and maybe some of you are caring too much in one way or another, either spending it too much or focusing on it too much or saving it too much, having not very fun attitudes. Oh, here's one that popped out. Yes, remember this guy? Too much work, being focused too much on the day-to-day reality of work. Okay, 10 of fire, remember, same position. Oh my goodness. It's amazing how these cards just keep coming back to remind us what our ish is. 10 of fire, too much work. You need to accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. Yes. And those of you who are still dealing with that, it's not an easy thing. for those of you who didn't see the previous reading where this card showed up squarely in the heart in the same position, 10 is a number of the end of a cycle, and 10 reduces to a 1 numerologically. So 10 is almost the number of the end of a cycle and a complete rebirth. This is what's so powerful about this new moon. This new moon in Libra, right before the sun leaves Libra, it's our last chance to tackle this issue of us versus them and making it into just us, all of us collective. How do we balance? How do we balance all the things? Yeah, and this card is definitely about that reinvention, the opportunity. It seems like a downer card, but it's an opportunity to reinvent yourself, that new beginning that I was talking about from the beginning. This card, if you're trying to keep all your options open like this basilisk cockatrice creature is doing, it's hoarding. And this is, again, it feels like that too frivolous or too cautious with money, trying to keep everything, all the stuff, all my stuff, right? All my problems, all my things, all the things that I leave others out of, either my problems or my stuff that I own, or my issues that I don't want to let the larger world into, or my attention focused on only my stuff and not wanting to look outward. You can see this creature is almost eating itself. And yeah, it's not a good energy when you're so focused on what's wrong, or so focused on keeping it all together under your own power without maybe looking for intuition, maybe without asking for help from all these wonderful others who are coming into your life, maybe not seeing the bigger picture about things, and things are out of balance. And your body is telling you. Look at all this wisdom coming from the root body subconscious level to tell you things are out of balance, you have stress-related health concerns, and what you really, really need to do is touch the planet. Think about others. Look outside. Maybe go outside. Yeah, go outside. Look at this moon. Great stuff happening this new moon, everyone. Beautiful, amazing. I don't even know what to do with this card now. It's so crazy. So yeah, we've got 4 of Earth and 10 of Fire, both telling us things are out of balance. And all of these cards in the root level telling us how to fix that this new moon. Such good things. Wow, I almost want to just put, there's so much glare. I want to put her on top of the 10 of Fire. Sorry guys, lots of card shuffling so you can continue to see everything. Because this being at the root level and so much information coming at the root level shows you how to fix this. It shows you how to fix any trepidation you have about your work, your day-to-day quotidian stuff, the internal alchemical fire that you're going through, a rebirth, transformation, and the foundation that you're building for yourself, the worries that you might have about your everyday problems, all solved by touching the planet, connecting to the larger collective of Mother Earth and the rest of humanity, opening up to your intuition, balancing, having that partnership between divine feminine, divine masculine aspects, or the opposing forces of me versus them, and that Uranian wild card. This idealism that needs to inform every creation so that you can have the most creative solutions and achieve balance in the world and move forward with passion, as this King of Fire does. And leave these worries behind eventually after taking the needed time to heal. You deserve this time to heal, and that's why I'm leaving this card here out of respect for those of you who are going through some real stuff and carrying that sadness. You deserve to think that through, to feel that through, to take as long as it takes, and to do what you need to heal from that. But Those of you who are eating yourselves, and you know who you are, and those of you who are focused way too hard on getting stuff and making sure you have your stuff at the expense of the larger picture. Your root level, your body is telling you, and the guides are giving you help, and you're gonna come through as this wonderful, fiery, passionate leader after getting a lightning strike of creative solutions. Wow. So good. So much good. I don't even know where to go from here shortcut wise. Let's see here. What decks should I use? I think I'm gonna go, because Mother Earth just came through really, really powerfully, and this High Priestess is here. We've got a lot of this divine, feminine, secret, wonderful, magical energy coming through. I'm going to use the Goddess deck. Let's see what wisdom it can give us. Okay. For those of you who haven't seen my shortcut process before, my first step on these oracle cards is just to flip the deck and see what's on the bottom. Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Well, if Mother Earth wasn't looking, look, she's looking at you like your mom. Like, what are you doing? Go outside. Right? Like, I think, it's funny. We keep talking about the planet and what's up with the planet and all the planetary things that are going on, and even the page of Earth. Look at them looking at us. Like, are you kidding me? You've been inside focused on this work and it's driving you crazy and you're out of balance. And you need to go outside. This is that touch the planet energy. This is the feel the wisdom of Mother Earth. Look at this moon symbol. If you can see it on her forehead here. Just pointing more to that new moon energy for me. Great. This is wonderful. Those of you who have not been outside lately, who have not been doing your meditations, who have not taken your body for a recess. I mean, your body is here. Look, your body is asking you. Connect to your intuition. Feel that wisdom. Find that Ace of Earth within you. All these Earth cards. There's a lot of Earth and there's a lot of fire on the board this time. And that means go and find your passion. Go and touch the planet. Connect to a larger battery than you. Stop trying to do everything on your own. Get outside. Meditate, spend some quiet time, find a beautiful place where you can hear nature, where you can hear the wind, where you can, like I've said before, listen to the trees talk. Feel the foundation of the planet, feel how stable she is, and feel how much love, maybe tough love in this reading, wow, how much love she has for you, and how if you connect to the larger planet, and to the collective, somehow everything will be okay. Somehow things will come into balance. If we get our heads out of the work, if we get our heads out of what we think we need to do, and all these stresses that we've been trying to handle on our own little finite selves. Go outside. Okay. Cut. This is the second part of my shortcut process, is just to cut. Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Wow. Remember when she showed up during the whole solar eclipse cycle that I was talking about? This energy still with us. It's going to be with us for months to come. This was a total solar eclipse in Leo. You can see these Leo lions teaching us our strength. Remember the strength card that's been with us for a couple of readings, and that lovely golden cat divine feminine energy of Ariel, the guardian of the entire planet. Amazing. Yes, you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. The more you focus, remember I said in the astrology section about visualize what you want. Visualize the world you want to live in. Take a mental, emotional, spiritual vacation there, in your mind, in your heart. Feel it as real as you possibly can. This is how manifestation happens. If enough of us felt and saw, visualized and materialized that beautiful world that we really want, if enough of us did that on a regular basis, just 51% of the time, we could tip the scales of Libra and we could make that world reality. That is our secret superpower. You are stronger than you think you are. Just letting you know that, she says. Okay, cut. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Look at this. Look at the dove of peace, just like the one on the strength card with Ariel that you all remember getting if you've been with me for a couple of weeks. Yes, this beautiful Venus energy. Remember Venus into Libra this last week? And lucky divine feminine day, her energy still with us. When she says awaken the divine, and for those of you guys out there, you've got a divine feminine in there too. And many of you have not been listening to that. You've been trying to handle everything in your life through ways that you personally know, action-oriented ways. And you've been very knightly and very noble doing that. And you know who you are. Those of you who are trying to juggle everything and trying to solve all the things on your own, by your lonesome. Very heroic, but it's like fighting with a hand tied behind your back. You're not using all your muscles. There's a divine feminine in there too. There's intuition in there that you're missing out on if you're not balancing. Like Zach Kale is saying, balancing those forces within you. And new moon is such a good opportunity for you to go in, meditate, make those wishes, connect to that divine feminine aspect of yourself. And she says, dance. Put your feet on the planet and dance for no reason. Be happy. Have joy. Move your body. Stop punishing your body in front of computers. Get out and move. Do something movement-based that makes you happy and that connects you with the wider planet. Self-care. This love you need to show yourself instead of trying to do all the things. When you're trying to do all the things, you love the things and not yourself. Maybe you need to look at you and see, okay, where am I suffering for the cause of getting mine? Where am I suffering? On a very real, visceral, health-based, it says, that 10 of fire that we've got here underneath segment. I'm going to mess with that again. That says work-related, stress-related health problems. Take some self-care. Yeah. Okay. Much needed advice from the divine feminine. We all really need to remember to move, to show self-care, that we are stronger than we know, and that we need to get our butts outside. So good. Really wonderful. Supportive. Amazing shortcut. Yeah, based on what we've got going on right now, I'm trying to figure out what other deck that I want to use. Just check in with the guides real quick. Okay, in the spirit of self-care, I'm going to use a deck that I haven't used before in these readings. This is an older one of Doreen Virtue's decks called Healing with the Angels. And because we've got so much of this stress-related health issues card, it came up again, and the goddesses were talking about self-care. So let me see what these wonderful healing cards have to say in my second shortcut. Oh my goodness. Everyone, do you see this? Balance. It even looks like you've got, dark moon and bright moon here. This balancing act that we're all learning. This taking care of our body versus trying to get our goals accomplished. This us versus them energy. This is something that the guides are really, really hammering on, this balancing act that we need to solve. And again, this new moon energy, this whatever wishes, whatever meditations, whatever prayers that we do on new moon are going to have a huge impact on how we move forward as a human family, because we all want stuff. We have very real hopes and dreams. And look at all the good news and the Ace of Earth and everything that's showing free creative solutions here. Everything that's showing us that things are moving forward. They will. But we also need to remember everyone else, to remember the whole of the planet. Yeah. Wow. Now I'm going to cut. Okay, everyone, reminding us we need balance and we will have abundance. So those of you worried that if I worry about other people, or if I take other people's needs, or if I take the planet's needs into account, I won't get mine. No. They're letting you know. Balance and abundance. And in fact, when you learn to balance things, when you take everyone into account, when you learn, I've said this before in readings, there is no way to make your business venture or your piece of art or your new product more successful than to figure out how to benefit the maximum amount of humans on this planet. And also now, so many of us are really starting to care about the fate of the planet as a whole, not just humans, but everything on the planet, ecosystems, plants, animals, everything, resources, the climate, everything. We're all in this together. We have not yet figured out as a collective how to make a new planet Earth that we could all migrate to if this one, ceases to function. We haven't figured that out yet. So it's becoming increasingly important to many of us that we not only have our own abundance, but we balance the way we live with the rest of the collective and with the rest of the planet. So they're letting you know that both are possible. And in fact, there's a balance between these right here. Cut. Self-acceptance. Here we are. This is Mars versus Chiron. This is the Plutonian stuff that we've all been going through. This is self-love on a deep, deep level. And when you have this type of self-love, I think I've said in the previous readings, when you love yourself first, you have what it takes to overcome the roots of what causes so much great sadness in the world. Some of you are really wrestling with this. When someone doesn't love themselves, that lack of self-love starts to expand to how they view the world. And someone has great deep pain for a long time before they think about maybe harming others and creating great sadness in the world. So if you think about all these people who are so angry right now, all these people who are motivated to take their pain out on others, causing this great sadness in the world. Some of you who are not catching fire in your passion and not moving forward in your lives because you don't think you're worthy. What special thing do I have to offer the world? What's special about me? Some of you think that there's nothing special about you. And in that belief that you don't have anything to offer the world, you deny the world your amazing creative solutions. You deny the world your gift. And maybe the thing that's keeping the world out of balance is that you're not in it yet. You haven't come out and really been yourself, really communicated with vision and become a leader. Whatever it is that is your dream, whatever it is that you have to offer the planet that is beautiful and revolutionary and life-changing, you learn this first. You learn this self-love. You learn this everyone is valid. Everyone, including me, has a place on this planet and deserves to be here. That would take so much sadness out of the world. It would take so much violence out of the world. It would balance things. And then everyone could create their own abundance in balance with everyone else because no one was feeling the lack of love. This is a really profound shortcut right here. I'm really happy I got this deck out. It's really caring and gentle and hopeful and subtle. You know, the artwork on this deck is a little more muted, a little more subtle, but so calm and serene in ways. And so this is a gorgeous deck too. Any of you other tarot readers who are interested in using any of these spreads that I've been using, the quick cross spread, the shortcut where I do the 3 cards in the cutting process, you are more than welcome to use these spreads. I have made them available through Creative Commons license. You just need to visit shinyallthetime.com/cc, which stands for Creative Commons, and cut and paste the attribution information that is there. You have permission to use these spreads. You just need to attribute them to me and link to my website, which is www.shinyallthetime.com. And you can cut and paste that link information, that attribution information, from shinyallthetime.com/cc. Yes, and those of you who would like to acquire any of these amazing decks, including this one that I've read just now, for yourself, I do have a resources page at shinyallthetime.com. It's shinyallthetime.com/resources. And if you do purchase a deck through that page, a small percentage does come back to me to support my work as an affiliate percentage. And if you purchase a deck through there, I thank you in advance. All right. I am going to do our Angel Answers card for this reading. Just gonna flip the deck. All right, everyone, you're ready. You revolutionaries out there, you're ready to change the world. You people who have not been showing yourself enough self-love and having enough self-confidence to come out and be a leader and to transform this planet, to share your creative solutions, to move forward with idealism and vision. It's time. Make your wishes this new moon. It's time for you. We need you more than ever. We need solutions to these issues. We need your idea of how we achieve balance. We need you. There needs to be everyone. How many colors do we all need? We need them all. You can see this rainbow. It's around her head here. The world would be a dull and dismal place if we didn't have every color in the rainbow. You are needed, and you're ready, even if you think you're not. It's time. The body subconscious wisdom is saying, all of these beautiful court cards coming into your life to help you, these major arcana, archangels, Haniel, Zadkiel, and the star, Jophiel. The lucky star that says, happy times, move forward, make plans, You're on the right track. You're ready. And the world is ready for you. It's time. Beautiful. All right, everyone. Thursday's new moon. I'm telling you, I can feel it coming. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for whatever it is, whatever creative solution that you have. I'm excited for your wishes. I'm excited for the good news that is coming to you. You're getting your stuff. You're going to get out of this stress-related health problem. You are going to find a balance between money, real life issues, and you're going to find solace from this sadness. This is all going to somehow alchemically transform through these beautiful, intuitive powers that many of you are going to touch for the first time this Thursday. When you go inside, when you take that little visualization vacation and think about the world that you want to live in, the more of us spend time thinking about that world, daydreaming about that world, manifesting that world, the more that world will come to be. It will come to be reality through alchemical fire. Communicate that vision. Talk about, the King of Fire says, communicate with vision. Communicate your new vision for the balanced world that we all need, that we all want. And it will become reality. So amazing. I'm going to do our victory reward dice for this reading. I like to end every reading with a very silly, very upbeat way of rewarding ourselves because we're doing so much good work. Look at this work we're doing. We're all going to be making great wishes this Thursday. So awesome. Okay, I'm going to choose a dice. Closing my eyes right now. Which one will it be? I'm going to take a roll. Wow, everyone. Get another facial. In the spirit of divine feminine self-love, self-care. Some of you went out and got a facial, and I think some of you really liked it. So go back, or if you didn't like the place that you went, or if you want to try somewhere new, go do it again somewhere else. Find a new place, find an exciting new creative solution, and show yourself some self-love. Yeah. We all need to feel more lovable. Just like the Healing with the Angels card said, we all need to love ourselves more. And so making yourself feel more beautiful in a very gentle way, in a very loving, warm spa environment that makes you feel great and makes you feel cared about with wonderful, caring technicians who are highly rated and really into your well-being. Yeah. Or, if it's not specifically a facial that you want to do, get some other type of spa treatment. Show yourself some self-care this week. Very, very important. Especially on the weekend after you've made all your beautiful new moon wishes. Because you're doing great work. You're doing wonderful, magical work. It's so good. It really, really is. I'm going to put this over here just so you guys can see it. Get a facial. Or get a spa treatment, whatever that means to you. However, whatever self-care you want to manifest for yourself. So proud of all of you. You're doing great stuff. Obviously, your body is showing you great wisdom. Guides are here for you. Things are moving forward. You're transforming some really heavy stuff. And this is what we all came here to do because we're all rock stars. We're all divine beings who came here to play this game on hard mode. We're transformative, amazing spirits. We came here to do the heavy lifting, to transform darkness into light and to find balance out of opposing forces, and to make something beautiful and new out of alchemical fire. How inspiring, and I'm just so excited. So empowering. empowering in so many ways. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me for this very transformative reading. If you would like your own reading, I do offer all sorts of different kinds of readings. This quick cross spread, I do some shorter readings if you want something short and sweet. If you want something on a specific topic, like say love or money, I do all sorts of different readings. And you can find all of those on my services page at shinyallthetime.com/services, or you can follow the services link on any shinyallthetime.com page, and I will be happy to serve you in any way that you order off of that page. If you enjoyed this reading, please do give me a like or subscribe to my channel. Doing so helps me raise in the search results on YouTube and helps other people find this inspiring, amazing, transformative information. Yes, feel free to share this video. This is a great video to share. If any of you have friends who are in darkness right now and who are wondering, oh, are things going to work out? Yes, they are. All the energy, all the probabilities, if we can figure out this balance thing, if we can make all the right wishes, if we can make all the most loving, most forgiving, most balancing, most opposition collapsing wishes that we can this Thursday for new moon, I believe we can change this world. We can balance these forces. We can find something beautiful and new, reborn in a phoenix fashion out of the darkness that has given us such great sadness up until now. I really believe in us. Go planet Earth, go human beings. So excited. Yes, please like, subscribe, share. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Stay shiny.